Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Okay. I know it's very late, but this is the final session, I believe. So I think it will be quick, I'm sure. Mm. So my name is Rupa Manjula. I'm an exec manager at one of the big four, and I lead the information security support services. Can you hear me properly? Okay, fine. Okay, today's our discussion is about career in cybersecurity and cloud security. We all know we have been hearing since morning. Cybersecurity is a big industry topic, and we hear about it all the time, right? And we feel that it's a lucrative and profession. At the same time, it's a very challenging profession. Today, so today we have our panelists who bring a wealth of knowledge and expertise in this discussion through their personal experiences and insights. Before we start, I would like to introduce our panel members. Surya Chiravuri is a senior consultant at Google with a rich experience of 20 years. He has an extensive background in various cybersecurity subdomains like IAM, network security, data security, and cloud security. His portfolio is enhanced by the prestigious certifications such as CISSP, CCSP, and Azure Security. The next, Bindu Verghese, serves as a Director of Quality and Compliance. With nearly 2 decades of experience, she has played a pivotal role in establishing and implementing security governance for a variety of on-premise and cloud solutions. Her remarkable work has earned her numerous accolades, including the Best Debutant Award from Wipro and several recognitions from the Novartis leadership team. And next, we have Harikrishna Valigonda, security architect, who has 16 years of experience, and his expertise lies in penetration testing, offensive security, securing web applications, DevSecOps, cloud security, and data protection. He's a speaker and a trainer in conferences like Black Hat USA, BurCon, NullCon, and Null chapters. I think that will be more interesting for this crowd as I observed. I have certification. He has certifications like CEH, ECSA, CLP, Cybersecurity, CCSK, and he is also a cyber laws and data protection. He also holds a cyber laws and data protection certification from Nalsar University. So, without any delay, I would like to start into the discussion. First, Surya, I will start with you. What are the biggest challenges security professionals face when securing cloud environments?
Thank you, Rupa, for the question. Good afternoon, all. First of all, I'd be very happy. Actually, I'm very amazed to see the kind of passion and energy from the students today. So I've come around 2:30, but then I see a lot of passion. So now coming to the question, I would like to answer this question in two parts. Okay. So the challenges from the individual standpoint and challenges from a company or corporate standpoint, right? So the first part is the individual. So as individuals, most people come from a unique background. So let's say some roles are specific to IAM, some are specific to network security. You also saw that app security roles are there, right? And you have incident response. So these are different roles or subdomains within InfoSec. Now, when one takes up a cloud security role, they will suddenly see that the knowledge or the skill required to take up these roles is very immense and broad. So this is the first and biggest challenge I personally faced when I took cloud security. Okay, so like somebody said, I think Arvind said, right, you have a lot of services, whether it is AWS, GCP, you have things like cloud IAM, you have, for example, cloud DLP, you have SCC Premium. So all these services are products in themselves, meaning these are different products. So when you are learning cloud or when you are getting into cloud, you are basically, trying to understand a whole range of security products together at once, right? That is the biggest challenge we will have. Now, the second part of the individual challenge is that when we take up projects to deliver cloud security, we will see a lot of complicated use cases, and the requirements from customers typically come from their existing policies, standards, their compliance requirements, and other areas, right? So and cloud provides a bunch of security services, and organizations prefer to actually use those services rather than using third party solutions wherever possible. Of course, there will be gaps. Now, the challenge in that part is there's an echo. Now, the challenge in that part is that it's not very straightforward to just take the services that the cloud provides and then configure them and say we are good. No, it's not as simple as that. So, in order to meet the requirements of all, the organizations, it's important to know where the gaps are. What is it that the CSP is offering? CSP as in cloud service provider, and then what are the gaps where we have to compensate in terms of controls. So this is another big challenge which I face when I take up projects, right? The second part is from an organizational standpoint. So organizations often find when somebody who is newly moving to the cloud, they will often misunderstand, or it's not straightforward to know what is shared responsibility model. I think Arvind pointed that out. So when one takes it up, one has to clearly understand what is a platform as a service, function as a service, container as a service. These are all the types of services, and what controls are within our purview and what are in the the CSP's purview is difficult. It's not straightforward. And the last challenge which I saw is the dynamics of the cloud, because the cloud is an innovative playground, right? It's full of automation. It gives a lot of leeway for transformation for organizations. So when organizations get into cloud, they want to quickly transform. And for that, there is a lot of automation, infra as code, right? You might have heard of Terraform or cloud formation. So when resources are being created dynamically and destroyed or dynamically, it's difficult to get a snapshot of what is on the cloud, the workloads that are on the cloud. We all know that the threats that we deal with are proportionate directly to the resources or the type of workloads created. And these workloads are constantly changing. So when workloads are constantly changing, how do we know what threats are applicable at a given point of time? So this is another biggest challenge we have, right? So yeah, these are some of the challenges I've encountered. So if anybody would like to add anything on.
Thank you, Surya. I think if I need to paraphrase, it's like know your customer, the stated objectives. It's not one size that fits everyone.
Correct,
So that's where the biggest challenge is, understanding the requirements. So
correct.
with that, uh, maybe Bindu, you can let us know what are the key skills and qualifications that required to pursue a cybersecurity career. So and so that we can overcome these challenges.
Thank you, Rupa. Am I audible? Right, okay. I think it all depends upon where we are really in our career. I really was thinking of, dividing it into two. One, this college graduates, and then an experienced set of people. But looking at the crowd here, let's kind of look at the college graduates. When I go for interviews and, taking sessions, what I primarily look for is your foundations right? You can talk about all of this hi-fi stuff, cybersecurity, but what about your foundations? Networking, security concepts, operating system basics, all of these are paramount. So ensure you at least have your foundation set right. And then there are a lot many certifications available in the market. But for you, some foundational certifications like CompTIA certifications are available. You can go in for that. There are advanced technologies that we have. All my fellow colleagues have spoken about it, AI, ML, blockchain, cloud security. My colleague Surya was talking about it. All of these are available in the market, but ensure you keep your foundation strong so that when our interviewer is asking you questions, you know the basics. And then what do you have to add on as security guardrails to secure your systems? What is also important is when you go in for companies like Novartis or Google, there are a lot of compliance requirements that you need to abide by, right? And that's where the security guardrails that needs to be added on your basic foundation is paramount. You still work with operating systems, you still work with Google Clouds and AWS and Azures of the world. But what is needed for companies like ours is how do you ensure on your base foundation you put the right security guardrails that keeps our organization safe, secure from all different threats and vulnerabilities and different attack vectors. And my request to all of you would be, whatever teachers are teaching in your college on your basic foundations, make sure you actually have an absolute grip on it. That's very, very important. The second thing, if I may, the internships, the various counseling sessions that you have, ensure you give your paramount attention to those, because when the interviewer comes in, they would want to understand what is that you have done in your programs and projects as part of your internships, or on the job trainings, OJTs and all what we call. Extremely important that you should have the absolute grip on those. And that's where the interviewers would be interested, inclined to know, uh, what's your absolute adept knowledge on the areas that you have done. And cybersecurity, my colleagues have already spoken about it, AI, ML, cloud security, data security, all of those areas are all available at your doorstep. But ensure, get your basics done and go in for certifications. So all of this plethora opportunities are all, there for you. Thank you.
It's like no matter how modern architecture you are having, the pillar is the basics, like the college. Yeah. Yeah, sure, sure, definitely.
Yeah, I would like to just add one more point on top of what Bindu said. So, programming, traditional roles of security, when I started, I was, into QA for security products. At that time, programming was not that important to take up some of those roles, right? But as you all know, eventually manual testing is completely wiped out. There's no manual testing anymore. So now programming for cybersecurity is very, very important. Uh, programming languages like Python, right? If you are getting into hacking and those kind of things, OCSP and all, you would need to know more low-level programming languages like C, C++ as well, right? So that is extremely important. Please do spend time to excel in these programming languages, right? No matter what you're picking up, even if it's cloud security, you need it. Thank you.
Um, Maybe we'll move on to Hari. Hari, could you share us some insight on various career paths within cybersecurity field? Maybe such as penetration testing, incident response, security architecture, any of them.
I'm audible. Okay. Thanks, Rupa. Basically, this is a broader question, really. Like lot of time people start this question like, what is my first job in cybersecurity? The other way around. See, the idea is like it's always a tree, right? It grows from the bottom and spreads at the top, right? So fundamentals, as Bindu said, the fundamentals are correct, right? You should be strong with fundamentals. Tomorrow you go, somebody will not ask you what is SDLC or TCP layers. Right now, whether you can put in the effectiveness when somebody is asking this question, it's not like 3 lines answer or 5 line answer to memorize, but that's one part. The second part, the number of various roles as companies look in current market is pen testing. If anybody know pen testing, okay. So there are multiple people call pen testing, penetration testing. Part of that is web, mobile or network. It's a subcategorizations. And also you could do a lot of SOC analyst, which are very much basic in nature, SIEMs, threat intelligence, and also there AppSec. This is very booming industry now. Coming of AI expansion of huge necessity now, AppSec is great deal. Like if Surya has already said, you need to learn programming language, and it is quite important, right? When you know how to code, you will know how to exploit it. As simple as that. So AppSec is another vertical you could look in. Then also the cloud security, right? Most of the uh, engineers that people have started looking into cloud security, a basic nature. Like let's say earlier we used to see a resumes called security analyst, like kind of who is mobile web network kind of stuff. Now it's a standard base model now. Now we need something different like AppSec or extended one, a mandatory cloud security. So if you're not looking into cloud security as of today, you are behind the screen. Now you should at least learn one of the cloud service providers and their services. And if you're looking for management, if somebody said like, can I be a manager? Yes. Completely yes, but again, remember the tree. Your fundamentals to be manager also same, right? Somebody was talking and offline, like, uh, do they ask all the questions, all these domains? Yes. You need to know everything? No, right? So it is like you should have a theoretical understanding of many things. Again, I'll not compare, no disrespect. It's not a square box. Let's understand this. Cyber security or information security is not a square box. Okay, I'll travel in 5 days, all four corners. No, it is not going to happen because this square box is improvising, expanding. Now you have to walk, right? So that's a straight one. Now, but again, the fundamentals should be correct. Like, you should pull your socks, learn the fundamentals, and the it's a growth opportunity is huge. As I said, there are different branches at top level. It's picked. You can pick on your again your intention, your passion. So that's high level anyway. Rupa. Yeah, please.
Quick question too, since Hari, you've spoken about the pen testing and all. How many of you have heard about not pity attack? Anybody in the room? Not pity attack? This was a malware attack that happened in Europe in 2017. And it's very close to me because it was actually impacted a lot of life sciences company and a company named Merck. I don't know whether you have heard about this company. They actually had to shell so many trillions of dollars to the ransomware team to get their crucial data out. So the role of PT that he just spoke about, great one. Look forward to it.
Why we just not need any hackers here. We also need who can defend us, right? So I think we should also look into that, how we can defend organizations, nations as well. So thank you so much. So that's one of the career paths that we have. And Surya, coming back to you again, um, you talked about emerging technologies, right? Could you let us know, like, what are the current trends and emerging technologies that are shaping the cybersecurity landscape, and how they are going to impact our career opportunities?
Sure. So far in my career, obviously a lot of people would have heard these terms now because it's all part of curriculum as well. So the first thing you have is zero trust architecture. I'm sure a lot of people heard about it, which impacted my role to a great extent. First, I'll mention these trends and then I'll talk about what kind of impact they will have on careers, right? Then the second one which I came across, which I found to be very difficult, is DevSecOps. Again, something that you spoke about. So DevSecOps are traditionally, DevOps without any security, and then suddenly a whole bunch of tools coming into the pipeline, right? The second one. And then we also have AI, which is exploding now. Gen AI, ML, all these are, creating a lot of, what do you say, the dynamics of the market are changing rapidly. Then you have obviously two other niche trends, which are blockchain and IoT security, which also somebody spoke about. So actually, what I'll do is I'll divide this from an impact standpoint. There are a few that will actually change how we do things today. For example, if you take zero trust, right? If somebody is into, for example, if somebody is doing traditional IAM, right, and they suddenly have to start implementing zero trust, the way in which they do things, the products, everything will change. So for these roles, somebody has to quickly scale up. Like somebody said, pull the socks up, understand what is zero trust, because zero trust largely is about authentication, authorization, because it's heavy on those terms, right? So the role will change in terms of doing things in a new way, new dimension altogether, right? And then some of the tasks, that are done, for example, if AI is used, the tasks that are done, in, for example, X number of days would probably fall down to, X minus Y, which is lesser efforts on those things, right? That is one impact. Um, what else? So apart from these two, I think there will be new roles also coming up. I think with AI, there's probably, I don't think there would be a security specific role, but whatever roles we have today, AI is going to go and hit each of those roles, right? For example, I'll tell you one classic example. So in GCP, we have a threat detection service called Security Command Center. Okay, it is where we actually can look at entire posture of the cloud and we do threat detection. So now what Google has done is to integrate Gen AI into the product. As a result, what happens is, the ability to triage an incident or a event will reduce, because there's a lot of good information that it brings out in terms of the threat that is being shown, how to actually look for it, right? How to mitigate it. So everything is there for the incident response team to actually go and understand and then take action. So this is going to reduce their time by large. Okay. So this is basically, this is how it is impacting. But there are other trends like IoT and blockchain which are bringing new use cases into the picture, but they are very niche roles. uh, yeah, that's all I could think of in terms of trends.
I think it's like with these emerging technologies, it's like more sophistication we are bringing in, and more sophistication requires more security, right? So it will be blooming. Okay. So next, Hari, could you throw us like how important is obtaining certifications in cybersecurity, and which ones are most valuable for different career paths?
Okay, interesting
And
question. I would ask this question to students who are here, who are looking towards for cybersecurity. What are most important certificate you heard, or somebody
what's the
said if
top most?
certifications are valid or important? What is your opinion on it? At least
Or
certifications are important
I
for
can only
cybersecurity.
hear OSCP. Please come out of the pen testing mode, okay?
Right. Nobody heard about any certifications for security.
CCS.
Okay, somebody said CISSP. Okay, so you know what is CISP. I'm assuming that, right? Okay. Okay, this is a tough question to answer. Really speaking, there are two parts of this question. Like, what kind of certifications, why they are important, right? Certifications are number of things. Like somebody said, CH, ECSS, or the best one is OSCP, right? Most of you people should agree because it has a practical knowledge and also the industry value. I'm not taking a favorism or partition on some certifications. I'm generally giving a standard line, right? Security certificates, anything related to security is good. Cloud security basic certifications are up and running. So somebody may ask, can I do the certification on Udemy, right? Like that's another question I generally get. You can do, that's a learning, but again that may not have industry value, may not. I'm not saying that. So lot of people consider certification versus skill. Now, that's a tricky place where, like, you could have 5 certifications, but you may get only one certification knowledge. That is not measurable. So that's important. So long story short, the CH or OSCPs or SOC similar certificate, CASPs, or there is a basic certificate called from ISC Square, also CC. Recently they have done an awareness one. So there are many certifications. Um, and also, if the certifications are important for getting a job or beginning a career, yes, they are, because it shows couple of things. One, your commitment to the domain, right? Like a person who is having certification of particular domain versus not having a certification with a particular domain is one difference. What we generally see is the commitment towards to his learning, and that doesn't guarantee that he's a skillful, but at least that will kill the entry barriers. So there are number of certifications available. I'll not go by individuals, but then like CS is one, which you already know. IC Square. Again, we also have cloud certifications available on cloud academies. So the number of depends upon, again, EC Council also have number of certifications. Again, it depends like which domain you want to pick. If you somebody asks me, okay, where should I start? Go with web application security OASP testing guide before doing any certification. That's a basic one. So that will help into different domains to. I mean, it could be easy to understand another domains based on that. Is that the question? Okay.
It's like first we need to choose our career path, which domain we need to enter into, like, and we have some valuable certifications in each domain. Try to identify the basic certification and maybe start from there. That's what the intent that you are trying to give us. So with respect,
So
with
Rupa and I are also part of the ISC 2 chapter,
chapter
which offers the CISSP certification. And one point to add, people who are interested in taking up certification, ISC 2 has come forward and enabling resources to take, a certifications. So please, whoever is interested, you can either reach out to me or Rupa, and we will help you connect with the right resources. So please, as Hari rightly mentioned, we encourage people to take certifications if you are really interested to pursue a career in cybersecurity. Take it seriously, come forward, get your certifications, understand your basic. I think just calling out some of the key, key things that you can actually take away as a conversation. What happened today? Take your certifications that ISC 2 is offering free for all young college graduates.
So that's called CPs, cybersecurity certification. That's free also. Please reach out to the ISC2 members, or you can reach anyone. It's free. You can even go to the ISC2 website, official website, and go and register there. If you just have to have that basic understanding of the certification. Um, so, Surya, would you like to add
Yeah,
anything?
just wanted to add one couple of points, right? So while certifications are important, right, they give us confidence, point number one, and then they also uh, sometimes bring us interviews faster, right? However, um, it's a starting point. We have to really remember that certification is a starting point. You might want to do AWS security engineer or GCP certifications, but in all practicality, it is important to do hands-on. For example, if you're doing a cloud certification, it's important to configure things and understand how they work. So just certifications are only a starting point. I just wanted to call it out clearly.
Sure. Yeah.
One more point. While we're talking about all of these certifications, what is a cutting edge in the market today is if you're a techno functional. And what does techno functional mean? You have your cybersecurity knowledge, you have your basic fundamentals all cleared, but if you get a domain expertise, a domain exposure, that would be just an amazing, amazing cutting edge for all of you. Understanding of life sciences industry, understanding of energy sector, understanding of manufacturing sectors. So if put together, if you can actually bring in a combination of all of this, that's going to be an amazing skill set that hiring teams, recruiting teams are looking forward for. So look where your interest lies, get some understanding around domain as well. Put together, I'm sure you can crack any interviews that you would line up for. Thank you.
So with the interest of time, and I know your buses are leaving shortly, you all are worried about it. So let's quickly go into the question and answers. Anyone has questions to the panel? Please, quickly, your buses are going. You have time. Okay.
Hello.
We have some closing ceremony as well. So please.
Hello, ma'am. This is Tanish.
Hi.
So, I have one doubt. Because cybersecurity always asks for experience. So, as a fresher, what do we need to have so that I get my first job into cybersecurity?
Hello. You're asking how do you get a job without experience? Is that correct understanding?
Uh,
No. He's saying that he do not have experience and nothing. Yeah, in cybersecurity in the context. Is that correct understanding?
yes.
Agreed. Okay. Generally, there are lot many companies offer internships, right? You could apply for that first place. Second, lot of companies the approach has been changed nowadays. Like let's say you have experience on a particular thing, how do you prove it? Now, I can put in my resume, I can write n number of things. I could be anything, on my resume. Now there is a way you need to prove is like there are hack the box, there are different platforms which will enable you to score some rank there or grade there. That is one. Second, there are number of areas like bug huntings. The people, somebody knows that, like bug hunting, you could perform bug hunting, get a credibility on, like, let's say if you find bug on a some, I mean, I'll not take the names, but anyway, that they would give a receipt or acknowledging saying that you have done something. So see, these are footprints. Lot of companies will look to see a serious personnel, right? If I just put a resume, I say I have this, I could be this, and I may be this, but doesn't work, right? That's one way. The second way is like, the approach, build your network within the cybersecurity groups like Null Hyderabad. There are number of open communities. Go talk to them, exchange your passion. Right, there are number of areas where people are looking for passionate people. Again, no disrespect to any other platforms or other, but cybersecurity is very much niche skill. Trust me, right? It is a long haul. It cannot be a short term. So a lot of people look into this factor. If you're passionate from the college, you're proving yourself, you have some credentials, as said earlier, definitely they will provide a chance, not looking at your experiences, but looking at your skill. So I hope I answered the question.
I have another small doubt. Cybersecurity is a very vast domain, right? So there are many subdomains in cybersecurity like cloud security, application security. Which one would be much better for a long career?
there is
Okay, nice. His point is, yeah, he could have heard SOC, SIMs, web securities, mobile security, network security, antivirus, forensics. So there is a huge list, right? That yeah, network, IDS, IPS. Yeah, okay. The basic, as I said earlier, the fundamental should be correct, right? You should know how a website works, what is science behind it, how internet works, right? Again, like basic of TCP/IP or 7 layers. So again, it all, how do you implement that here? But basically, if I have to ask on personal opinion, you should start with web application security testing, which covers 60% of footprint across internet. They have developed different areas, but start with web application security. Uh, and the best is OASP security testing guide. So from there, I am not sure where you will land, but that would be basic step. Thank you.
Personal hello, yeah. So one suggestion which comes to my mind is, we have AI which is going to change a lot of things, right? So please start focusing on AI from now. Okay, that is definitely going to help you. I can't guarantee that it will help, but I can say that it is going to add value to your profile, right? On top of that, make sure that your, like everybody here said, security plus is very good. Square CCSP is good. There are some very good certifications that cover the breadth of it. Go for them. Add AI on top of it. It is going to help you.
Coming to the focus question, what is better, right? Application security versus to what IoT security versus to cyber defense, which is better? Which is better here? Mechanical engineering is better or civil engineering is better? If you put that competition, then there will be no buildings and there will be no cars anymore. So there is no competition between the streams. And that means you are actually asking us to fight among ourselves. Yeah, application security is better. He will say, I will say, no, infrastructure is security is better. She will say, consulting is better. What happens to governance? So that is not the way you should think. What you should think is where your mind sticks better. Are you a better developer? Then you go into that line and go for application security. Are you better into infrastructure? Go into infrastructure security. Or if you are better into network, then go to network security. So that is the way you should go through, not because there somebody told you so. Because that somebody told you so will not take you for a longer run. It will take you to short path. That's it. Right? That is my recommendation. And the careers are available in every area. And now it's even going under network security also, there are multiple other sub functions. Even in cloud security, there are sub functions. So there you will going nowhere if you go that way. So recommendation, as I think earlier mentioned, I think you should, as a college graduate, don't go into too many wide variety. Okay, I will stick with this only. Then you may not get the job also. The way we recommend, as the way the panel is saying, is you go for a standard core topics what are needed for cyber security. Try to at least have hands on one of the function where you have expertise in. You are a great developer, everybody said it. Then why don't you explore in that area in the cyber security? Or you have been told that you are the person fixing so many well, then you will become operational specialist. Security operation might be better for you. So think in that direction.
It's like we all have decades of experience. Our experience not built on one particular domain. So we are here as a live examples. So you can learn on the way. But definitely to answer your question, like which domain you want to enter, first look for your interest area. It may work or it may not work, but you can always have the option to change your path.
Also, be a little flexible when you start your career. Okay, that is equally important.
But appreciate the question, huh? Coming forward and asking. My only humble submission in that case would be select your project based on that key interest area of yours and ensure when you sit for a placement, you should excel in your project. What I see many a times when we go for campus elections is people just can't explain their project because your project is the key for the job. Just explain every single nut bolt of the project, which gives the interviewer the confidence that you really know the concept, you really know what you have done, and that's very important. Please, I think that's really happened.
Hi, ma'am. This is Raghav from Cybersecurity second year. I'm the student from this college in the domain of cybersecurity. From the point of view of all seniors and juniors, I have to ask a question from you or to you. That I have many friends and my juniors also. They are very interested in cybersecurity, but they don't know from where to start. They are very confusing. They frequently asking, "Is it enough? Is it enough in cybersecurity doing this domain, this chapter or this certification?" Can you suggest some of the basic platforms or certificates or which can improve our skills on domains also? They're in still confusing
Okay.
from where to start.
Okay. I'll try to the answer. Again, we covered this one, but uh, I would could give a very short answer. Uh, is this enough? Is not right question. It's never enough. Like we are still learning. After decades of experience, we're still learning. Dimensions are changing. So there was area where the Docker was not named when we were working as a security. Docker came, Kubernetes came. Now AI, right? So there is nothing called enough, right? Again, we answered like there are number of courses available, certifications available, hack the boxes, CTFs. The number of areas where you could learn, do a self-learning. Uh, See, the internet is full of knowledge if you search correctly. Again, if you are your intention is to search, again, then there is available knowledge. So I don't think we should talk more on this.
So one template I'll give you to get some clarity is, I think already Madam said that, ask yourself this question: what am I good at? What subjects in the curriculum I learned I am very strong? Start from there, make yourself strong in those, add programming and some of the new technologies like zero trust. Go through them. Lot of resources are available, right? Then go and start exploring. Take whatever you get and start building your base. That is the best way.
I think for this generation, it's more resources that are in place. That's why there is a lot of confusion, right? We never had a cybersecurity course in engineering, to be frank. Yes, 15 years back, it was not there. Now you have that opportunity to know about different domains. So develop your own interest and definitely you will succeed.
Okay, just to, I know we will not be able to answer this question and clear your confusion. So, in association with CSA Bangalore and VNR VJIET, we are starting a forum called Cyber EDU. I think we announced in the morning. So, the members who registered today, I think 500 plus, will be part of that community. All of these will be mentors for you and many more who will be following up into that group. What we'll do is we continue keeping these discussions active and see how much we can answer. There is no silver bullet to answer your question. There is no immediate way, sir, okay, these are the jobs available, go and apply. Nobody will tell that. You will keep applying, you may not get reply. That is also there. So, but you need to keep working, right? There is no way that you know, I studied cyber security considering this is the biggest thing. I didn't get the job. It happens, right? We all go through that mess. The point what you need to do is to reach there, what you need to do, you do whatever is needed. That is, madam already said, all of you said, right? You have to pick a project which you can explain, not somebody else. And you do some project or some experience or certification, all relevant things, whatever is necessary to convince the person who is interviewing you that you have the skills and attitude and capabilities to learn. Once the other person is convinced that you will learn and do it, you will get it. Okay, you may not have everything. Obviously, you are coming from the college, everybody knows that you don't have expertise, but they take it based on your confidence level at which you convince them that you have attitude to learn, attitude to perform, attitude to, what you can say, do something whatever is being given to you. I think that is important. End of the day, it's attitude that matters. I think with that we'll close. Okay, ma'am, I'm getting pressure from the back.
And just ask question. So there's a question somebody else. Okay. And this person started pleading, saying that, please, ma'am, take me in. I will do anything for you, and whatever money you would need, I'm ready to give that. But please, madam, le lo, select kar lo. I said, okay. I said, please, can you explain your project? 1 minute into the discussion, gone. You know, you can really gauge what is the level of understanding concepts that resource has. So very, very bad experience that I've gone through. There was a question from one of the KT members, so I think we should give that.
Uh, Hello everyone, I'm Harshita from second year cybersecurity. Now, I just want to ask you a small question. How can you justify that AI complements traditional cybersecurity measures like firewalls, IDS, and IPS? Because it itself is a technology and has more vulnerable to attacks like hacking and all. And to secure that, we have to arrange another system architecture, another security architecture. So,
Okay, if I'm understanding the question correctly, I'll quickly. Right, you say how do like humans develop AI and AI is replacing human? Is this context or just?
no,
I
no.
that's understood. No, no. Point is like, yeah.
So just for the interest of the time, I'll try attempting and we'll close from there. And any follow-up questions, you come back to me, we'll answer. Okay. So that's the way thing. Okay. Coming back to, you are asking, you know, already IDS is there, firewall is there. What is that AI going to bring? AI itself is a faulty
No,
device.
ma'am, we use AI to automate things in cybersecurity.
Yes.
AI itself is a technology,
Right.
and we have to provide further security to it.
I agree.
Yeah.
See, the point is, see how do you secure the AI itself?
Yeah,
That's
yes,
what
ma'am.
is your point. The challenge here is like when you are bringing any new technology, whether it is a whatever the technology we are speaking about AI. First time it has certain vulnerabilities and risks. Does it mean that you will stop using it? No, right? AI is so useful, so you start using it. As you use, you find the vulnerabilities, you go fix it. That's what is the path of the life. There is no way that I can answer this. There is no way that you are stop using any new technology which is coming in. Then, as we just discussed, There are problems in ChatGPT, but every company is going through ChatGPT. Everybody is using Copilot. Even Microsoft is coming up with Copilot for every product which they are selling. The reason here is AI helps you in certain way. However, you should know how to tune it, how to secure it. It's the same way like a knife. You can cut the apple, you cut the neck. Yes? Follow that properly. That's it. With that, I think we request to close this. Appreciate everybody to be there on the panel. Thank you. Okay, just stay there. Have
Yes.
more to go. Continue.
Yes, ma'am.
Please.
So, may I now request our HOD Rajsekhar sir and Sunil sir to join us on stage. May I now request our HOD Rajsekhar sir and Satya ma'am and Sunil sir to present a token of gratitude to our esteemed panelists. So first to Bindu ma'am. And next to Hari Krishna sir. And moving on, we would like to invite Surya Chiravuri sir. May I call upon Rupa Manjula ma'am. Now I would request our HOD Rajsekhar sir to present a token of gratitude to Satya ma'am. And now I would request Satya ma'am to present a token of gratitude to our HOD sir, Prashanti ma'am and Monica ma'am. Now may I call upon Monica ma'am. . Now I kindly ask Satya ma'am to present the vote of thanks.
Here? Hello? Yes. Firstly, thank you very much, VJR, VNR VJIT team, Monica madam, Prashanti madam, Ashekar sir, and the entire team, and volunteers. I think I request all the volunteers to stand up or at least raise the hand, please. Please, yeah. Really, you guys are awesome. All the volunteers are awesome. You have done excellent job. Generally, it's very difficult to do that job. Appreciate that. And then second, I just want to also thank ISC2 Hyderabad team, who actually managed to get us the speakers and also some participants here. Appreciate that for the collaboration. And I think most importantly, I think what we need to thank, whom we need to thank here is the participant you here and the speakers who came here all the way from various locations like Anurag, and then many of you I think traveled from long distances. Thank you very much. And all the students who spent your entire day for this, invested your time. I hope this session was useful to you. Thank you very much for being here. Let's say what I can say. The best way to close is keep going, keep growing. Thank you.
Good evening, all. Myself, Dr. V. Prashanti, working as Senior Assistant Professor in the Department of CSC, CYS, DS, and AIDS, VNR VJIET. On behalf of our department, I extend our gratitude to all the distinguished speakers, panelists, attendees, and organizers who contributed for the success of today's event, unveiling the mysteries of cloud computing, cybersecurity, and career growth, which is conducted by CSA Bangalore and hosted by VNR VJIT, with affiliated partner ISC2 chapter. First and foremost, we express our sincere appreciation to the esteemed speakers and panelists. Satyavati Garu, Anurag Gote, Vihar Devula, Atul Ratri, Aravind Valgonda, Bindu Varghese, Surya Chiruvuri, Rupa Manjula, and Harikrishna Valgonda. Your insights, experiences, and expertise shared during the event has enriched our understanding of cybersecurity in the context of cloud and advanced technology. We also extend our gratitude to all the online and external participants who joined us from various locations. A special thanks to our principal, director, and management for giving us the opportunity for conducting such an event. I also express my gratitude to our head of the department, Dr. M. Rashekar sir, and all the faculty of our department for extending their continuous support for conducting such an event. I also extend my thank you and thanks for Mr. Kalyan Garu for initiating this event to organize in VNR VJIT. And last but not the least, this event could not happen without our student volunteers. I request all the student volunteers to come in. As you see here, what students you are seeing here, at the back end also many students are working. We have many teams here. Internal registration team, Harika, Raghava, Chandrasekhar, Bharat, Pranit. Please give a big round of applause for them. Please, all the student volunteers come onto the stage to have a photo. And external registration and food, Harshavardhan and Shashipritam. And singing, Vallabha. Photography, Sushant and Sadvik. Crowd management, Amulya, Deepthi, Lavanya, Reshma. Host, Pravalika, Chiruhash, Prathamesh, Sreshta. Live streaming, which is very important of a tough task. Nitin, Vasant, and Varun Teja. If possible, please come onto the stage. If you can set something there and come onto the stage, Nitin. Nitin, Vasant, and Varun Teja. Social media handling. At back end, social media handling is also done we have been posting for every session in the LinkedIn post for all the different speakers. That is also being done in the background. That is done by Lalit and Tanish. Editing and AV is also done. We'll be sharing all the videos and editing AVs and all by tomorrow. And editing and AV is done by Saravana, Srinivas, Kalyan. Event management, the whole event management is done by Mehernath, Sai Nikhil, Satish. And sorry students if I miss any name, and I think I should add the design team of Vijay Garuda Vigilance. Please, girls of VNR VJIET Garuda Vigilance design team also come on to the stage. In conclusion, we are grateful to everyone who played a part, either big or small, in making this event a memorable one. We look forward for further collaborations in cybersecurity. And one more, our faculty coordinators, myself and Maunika, along with, give me a second, along with Deepika, Kirtana, Shirisha, Sudha, Sevita, Sangameshwar, R. Kranti Kumar, Devika, Shravan, Dr. Sunanda, and Dr. Preeti. Thank you all the faculty who supported me directly or indirectly. Thank you all. Thank you, Satya madam.
As people say, it takes a village to do anything, right? This is the village, guys. Just clap for it. Such a big team, and I think they done wonderful organization whole day, taking every activity in detail. Appreciate all the hard work, everybody. Thank you.
I once again thank all my lovely students. Take a photograph. Random. Warning. Photo తీయండి. Someone can.